So 4.1 is the unit circle, and the notes are really long, but these are really for 4.1 and 4.2. So 4.2 notes are really short because it's just unit circle stuff again. Okay, so the unit circle is kind of the basis of trigonometry, and we are going to start using angles in what we call radians. So you're used to degrees. Radians is just a different measure. Here's a little picture. We take the radius and then we take that same length across. That's how we get radians. So in 4.2, your questions will just go back and forth from radians to degrees and degrees to radians, but to do the unit circle, we need to know how to get from degrees to radians. All right, so let's start. This one, we're gonna do just the unit circle with radians, and then on the second page, we're gonna get our points. All right, so here's a circle, and we're making degrees all the way around. So it's kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna take the middle one. This line is 45 degrees. So if we start at 45, and we add 45. So 45 plus 45 is here is 90 degrees, and you guys know that. 90 degrees. And then we're gonna go to 45 again. So 90 plus 45 is 135. And then again right here, 45. And I hope you know what that angle is. 135 plus 45 is 180. All right, if we go all the way across halfway, we're at 180. And then right here, we're gonna add 45 again. So 225. If we add 45 again, we're right here in the middle. This is 270. Erase these middle ones. Then add 45 again. 270 plus 45 is 315. And then if we add 45 again, we're all the way back around at 360. Okay, so all we're doing is we're labeling. These are degrees. We're gonna go back to the other lines right now. I just want to focus on the 45 degrees. And now we're gonna find what are the radians for those angles. So 0 degrees is 0 radians. We have 45 degrees. And to get that to radians, degrees to radians, we're going to multiply by pi over 180 degrees. So that's 45 over 1. And that multiplies to 45 pi over 180. Then we're going to reduce that fraction. So 45 over 180 is 1/4. So it's 1 pi over 4, or just pi over 4. So 45 degrees is equivalent to pi over 4 radians. Okay, and now we're just going to go around our circle. So this is 0 pi radians. We just did 1 pi force. To 90 degrees, that's going to be another pi force, which is 2 pi force. And that reduces to pi halves. So 90 degrees is the same as pi halves, or 2 pi force. And then guess what? We keep going. Another pi force will be 3 pi force. I'm going to change this to something it's easier to see. And then we're going to take another pi force, so we have 4 pi force, which simplifies to just pi. So 180 degrees is pi radians. Then we're going to take another pi fourths. Now we have 5 pi fourths, and that can't be reduced. And then another pi fourths, so 6 pi fourths, and that reduces to 6 divides by 2, 4 divides by 2. 3 pi halves. And then another pi fourths. That can't reduce. All the way back here to 0 degrees or 360 degrees is 8 pi fourths, which reduces to 2 pi. Okay, so we just went all the way around with pi fourths. Now we're going to do the same thing again with these others. So let's start with the degrees. This is 0. This is 30 degrees, and we're going to go every 30. So 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus 30 is 90. 90 plus 30 is 120. 120 plus 30 is 150. Plus 30 is 180. Plus 30 is 210. 210 plus 30 is 270. Nope, 240. I was looking ahead, sorry. Plus 30 is 270. Plus 30 is 300. Plus 30 is 330. Plus 30 is 360. Okay, so our unit circle in degrees. Now, we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to get the radians. Okay, so we'll start with 30 degrees. Right here, and we're going to convert that to radians. So 30 degrees times by pi over 180, it gives us 30 pi over 180. 30 over 180 is 1/6. So we have 1 pi over 6. Or just pi over 6. Okay, that's our base. From here to here is pi 6. So now we're going to take 2 pi 6. And that reduces to pi over 3, because these both divide by 2. And then we'll take another pi over 6, 3 pi 6. And that reduces to pi over 2. That's 90 degrees. We already have that one. Okay, then we're going to go 4 pi 6. See how we're just going to go all the way around. So both of these divide by 2, so that's 2 pi thirds. And then another pi 6 would be 5 pi 6. That can't reduce, so we're going to leave it. Then we'll go 6 pi 6, which reduces to just pi, and we already have that. And we're just going to keep going around. That was 6. This is 7 pi 6, which can't reduce. So the next one is 8 pi 6. These both divide by 2, so we're going to take 4 pi over 3. Another pi 6 will be 9 pi 6. Guess what that reduces to? I already have it. 3 pi over 2. Going to 300 degrees, which is 10 pi 6. When you divide those by 2, you get 5 pi over 3. One more, 11 pi over 6, and our last one is 12 pi over 6, which reduces to 2 pi. Okay, so if you're in a calculus class, you have to memorize this. This is very common. We're going to use it a lot. I just want you to have a copy that you're going to refer to. Okay, so this is the unit circle. Everything in degrees, everything in radians.